Hey, welcome back. Matt McWilliams here. And today I want to talk to you about the second easiest way to get started with affiliate marketing. We're going to talk all about resources pages. Now, yesterday I talked about the easiest way, which is going back and looking at old content and finding places where you could link to affiliate offers. And I mentioned that that's the easiest way. It's one of the ways I recommend starting in affiliate marketing. But I was like, you know what? This is also applicable if you've been doing this for years, because odds are you had content that you wrote about in the past that you didn't use any affiliate links. I know I'm doing this right now. I'm doing an audit and I'm going back through old content. I'm saying, wait a minute, I talked about this product here and I'm not linking, I'm not using an affiliate link here, I'm not using an affiliate link here, so on and so forth. The same thing is true with resources pages. You can do this on day one. And I do recommend that you do this within the first couple of weeks of setting up your website, that you start thinking of how to set up a resources page. And I'm going to share with you how to do that today. But secondly, you can do this if you've been doing this for years. If you don't have a resources page or it's kind of lame, I'm going to share with you how to make it better, how to make an awesome one. And so I'm going to share with you this contest that we put together, and you're going to have an opportunity to enter this contest. I'm going to challenge you. I should call it a challenge. I'm going to challenge you to put together a resources page, and you're going to have an opportunity to win some awesome stuff. But I did this recently with my No Product, No Problem students, and we did this big contest and we had them enter, and it was really cool because, some people never had a resources page and they put together awesome resources pages, like really, really good. And then we had others that had already had them and they improved, they made them better, all because of this contest. So I'm going to show you how to actually put together a really good resources page. This is something that, this is kind of like, this is the do as I say, not as I do, category here. I went for years without having a resources page. I was making pretty much no passive income from my website. The cool thing about a resources page is you really put a lot of work into it. I put in probably 30, 50 hours into mine on the front end, thinking about what products I needed to have on there, getting the layout of this page to look awesome. I did it all myself because I wanted to see what that was like. I actually wanted to be able to say, hey, this took me 30 to 50 hours. I could have just had my team do it and say, hey, throw some stuff up, wouldn't have been as hands-on. And for something like this, where I knew that I was going to do it and I knew that I was going to teach about this, like I really just had that feeling, I wanted to have that hands-on approach. So that gives you at least a ballpark idea. I mean, you could probably put together a really good one in 10 hours. A lot of me putting together mine was screwing stuff up because I'm not really a designer, not really a coder and stuff like that. And I kept making mistakes. It was a lot of like, well, if I move this here and refresh, does it look halfway decent now? But I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, it's awesome. And this is like I said, I didn't have one for over 3 years, and I put together one 7 months ago, 7 months ago, and just had our first 5-figure month. Our first month we made over $10,000 in passive income. So this is quickly turning into a 6-figure plus a year page on my website. I think it's the third most trafficked page on my website behind my homepage and my about page. And it's really, really close to the about page because most people will read my about page once. A lot of new people, like 40-something% of the new people on my website read my about page. A lot of the new people read the resources page, but it's also a page that you keep coming back to. Like, what was that thing that Matt mentioned? So it's quickly catching up. It's probably going to be the second most popular page on my website. And I don't think it's ever going to pass the homepage, of course, but that's awesome. So basically, it's a list of resources that you put together on your website that people can go to. They're affiliate links. Some are non-affiliate links. We'll talk about that. And what you want to do is you just want to think about, like, what are people asking me about? Hey, what do you use to shoot video? What do you use? What Blender do you use? What tax accounting software do you use? What kind of, window panes do you have? What do you recommend for potting soil? What yoga pants do you recommend? Whatever it is, those are the things you want to link to on a resources page. So if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/toolbox, you'll see my resources page and you can kind of go along as we go through. So I'm just going to share with you what's working for me. What's not working. I mean, there's really nothing that's not working because it's doing really well. But yeah, what makes a good resources page? First of all, it's built for your audience, not for you. I talk a lot about like where you are today is anywhere from 3 months to 3 years ahead of your audience. So think about what your audience needs, what you needed 2 years ago, what your audience is asking for, not what you're using. People often say, well, this is my toolbox. These are the things that I use. And I do list the things that I use, but I also list the stuff that I would use if I were in a different position. What I use today to run affiliate programs is vastly different than what I recommend. You've heard me recommend iDev. Why? Because if I was just starting out and I was where I was when I started doing, affiliate stuff, I would use iDev. I wouldn't use it today. And I even say, hey, if you're more advanced and you've got the money, then here's another solution. So build your resources page for your audience, not for you. The second thing is it lists products of various topics. So for instance, on mine, we've got a list of tools to increase affiliate commissions. We've got tools to recruit affiliates. Those are very different topics. Tools to manage affiliate programs, tools for your team, tools to build your brand. If you're in the fitness industry, you might have weight loss resources, nutrition, supplements, a list of instructors, things like that. You would have different topics, different tools for different topics. The third thing is it continually evolves. If you think about, I mentioned it's for your audience, not for you. Well, first of all, your audience is going to be in a different place 5 years from now than they are today. Secondly, if we have a tool for, say, managing social media, well, your tool to manage social media is going to be vastly different a year from now, let alone 3-4 years from now. Why? Because there's always tools coming out. We just started using Meet Edgar. So I've actually got to update. I just remembered I got to update my toolbox page. I do use Hootsuite to check Twitter. That's a great way for me to check Twitter. It's very easy. I love Hootsuite, so I'll still recommend that. But we just started using Meet Edgar. So I've got to start recommending Meet Edgar because I'm in love with this tool. Think about the ways, constantly visit this. So what we do, I actually have an Asana task. It just pops up every quarter, every 3 months. That's, every 90 days is often enough. And it just reminds me to review my toolbox and say, okay, what products am I not using? And there, maybe I had a bad experience with them because I finally had to interact with customer service. What have I added? What do I recommend? What are some new categories where people are constantly asking me questions? I'm constantly getting asked now, how do you communicate with your virtual assistants? What systems do you use for working with virtual assistants? I'm going to add that to my resources page. Well, who do you recommend for virtual assistants? I'm going to add that to my resources page. So there's something, every 90 days or so, you want to review that. It constantly evolves. Fourth, you focus on the best products. It lists the best products regardless of affiliate commissions. If you ask me, would I recommend some other product versus Meet Edgar if it paid a 50% commission versus, I don't even know what Meet Edgar pays because I haven't added it to my toolbox yet. Meet Edgar could be free. Or it could offer me no commission. I would still recommend that over something that offered a bigger commission. I'd say half the products on my toolbox are products that I don't get a commission on. I mean, like literally, it's almost exactly half. There are tons of products on there that I don't get a dime on. I literally don't, like Reportive, I don't get a dime on. Trying to think, Groove, I don't make a dime on Groove. I don't make a dime on Asana. Tools that I highly recommend. I don't make a dime off of WordPress. These are all products I recommend. So I'm focused on my audience and I focus on the best products. My number one objective, my number one goal is to provide the best recommendations for my audience, not to make the most money. And then fifth, it's more than just a list. So if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/toolbox, you'll see we've got topical headlines. They break up the content. We've got a description of the product. We've got a personal recommendation from me, why I use the product, what benefit I get. We've got images. We've got links to reviews if we did a review. You could have a quote, something like that. You want to break it up. It's not just, here's my resources page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not like that. That's not the way you do it. So that's how you put together a great resources page. If you want to see some examples, we've got a contest going. So if you're listening like way in the future, this URL might be valid actually, because we'll probably run this periodically. Go to mattmcwilliams.com/contest. That's all of our contests on that page. mattmcwilliams.com/contests. And we've got this contest going on right now for the best resources page. So what you're going to do is you're going to enter to do this. We got a deadline. The deadline's on that page. You're going to put together a resources page and you're going to submit it. You're going to submit your resources page. We're going to take the top 5 or so, do a video and analyze the heck out of them, show you how you can improve it, and ultimately, what you're doing right and how you can improve it. Then we're going to pick a winner. That winner is going to get over $1,300 worth of stuff. We're going to get a half-hour consultation with me, which we normally charge $1,250 for. And you're going to get a half-hour one-on-one with me to help you improve your affiliate marketing or your affiliate program, whichever one you want. And then secondly, I've got 5 of my favorite affiliate marketing, online marketing books that we're giving away to the winner. So go to mattmcwilliams.com/contest to enter. And I can't wait to see your resources page. I'll see you in the next episode.